Khan, of course, call Haloyim, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahasham Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone. Peace and shalom to the Akim out there and the elect, which the elect consist of, the men, women, and children, selected to make it out of here from the coming nuclear destruction, all right? I'm the brother Zayan Allah of the DC camp, Salakia, coming at you with another video. Hopefully this is quick. This is just a video about the disorderly conduct, disruptive behavior law for DC. And that's pretty much what I'm making this video about. As you can see, this is you camp leaders learn to follow orders. And this is the beloved Apostle Gabar's page. And he pretty much stressed the point. Hey, learn to follow orders. And a lot of times the spirit will make something happen with a brother to make it be illuminated for all of us to see. And it's for all of us to learn. And again, it's to harp on the fact that order must be established, right? And Apostle Hard said the order, and the order was to what? Call the cops. He wasn't just saying it just to say it. He literally means it. And again, like I said, things happen in order to what? Re-stress the point to us. That's just the way the Lord does things sometimes, okay? And hey, we humbly accept our faults. We take it, say Salakia, and we move forward. Now it says, you camp leaders learn to follow orders. I'm going to play at this point, and then I'm going to get the, the law for DC, all right? Matter of fact, before I get this, all right, that's what I'm going to get next. Let me get the scripture. This is Hebrews 13 and verse 17. It says, obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves. This is to actual men that have the actual rule over us. If you believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, that means you believe in his program and everything that follows. And okay, the Lord set up men to be over other men. That's just the way it is. Righteous men at that. Obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. All right, so somebody has to fit this, and that happens to be starting with the apostles and elders of GMS. Okay, we're supposed to obey the rule and submit ourselves. Why? Because they must give account, and they do it with joy, not with grief. They do this with joy. Okay, and they're doing this out of true sincerity. They're trying to watch over the flock and make sure that we're okay, that we're not getting trapped up. Okay, trapped up to the point where it may affect the ministry. These things they see. Their senses are heavily exercised through the years that they've been in. These things they see a red flag. You see things happening over and over and over and over and over in a particular pattern. And you say, okay, the Lord puts the spirit on them to make their proper judgment. You see? And that's why the other one is, let me get Proverbs, because there's actually two of them, but let me get Proverbs. Look at that. On life and conduct. Proverbs 22 and verse 3, it says, a prudent man or wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. But remember, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. It's not about the carnal, it's about being spiritual. Who cares what the world has to say? We have to be more spiritual, right? And doing something carnal, as calling the cops, following the order of the apostles, is actually something spiritual. Because it says the prudent man foreseeth the evil. The evil is hecklers coming up and being disruptive and trying to impede the ministry. So let me go ahead and get this video.
Be an association. If he came to the camp, I don't care under what pretense. If he came to the camp and you there dialoguing with him because the spirit told you so,
And that's talking about Vocab Malone and the likes of of other individuals that do the same type of thing.
that's an association. It's to the point where there is no association with this guy. He's a persona non grata, as Elder Pastor has said. And the order is to call the cops. Depending on what law in your state, you cite the law to the authorities, and you say, I want this man removed from our presence. He's disrupting our meeting. Because that's what he's all about, vocabulary. It's not like we don't know what he's all about. He's already showed what he's all about. He's not about learning this truth. He's not about building. As a matter of fact, he despises us and he hates us.
See? And with that attitude, all he does is try to what? Go around and be disruptive when he was coming out to the camps, because a lot of things that he brought out, we've already broken down. He brought it out again, we broke it down again. He brought out another sneaky way, we broke that down. And then it's just to come up there and try to bum rush and try to be disruptive when our job is to try to what? Go out to the highways and hedges, bid them to the marriage, show our people their transgressions, whether they hear, whether they forbear. We still have a job to do and we take it seriously. If somebody keeps constantly heckling and being a demon, guess what? You already know where we stand. We know where you stand. You keep doing it and you're being disruptive to our ministry, then we're going to do this. You notice there's a way to attack that false doctrine of vocab, and you see it. The way is making the videos. Like we do. We make videos. We take what he said and we make videos. The elders didn't say we had to stop making videos. Why? Because the videos being made are what? Concerning the truth. So if you see something that's taught in error, of course we defend the gospel. But when it comes to him actually coming up to you being a heckler and a demon, hey, we got another way to handle that. And he's also spawning other people to come up and do the same. There was I forgot the camp. It was Northern Tribe Brothers in GMS, and this other nigga came up to them. And he started like bum rushing them with a camera. He didn't let them speak. He just bum rushed them with that very vocab type of spirit. He didn't let them speak anything. He just they were bringing out the script. He didn't let them speak or nothing. He just kept being disruptive. And that's supposed to be a so-called Christian. All right? Well, he is a Christian. He's an antichrist. Because that's what the Christians are. They're antichrists. But being disruptive. And the brother said, hey, man, let's call the cops after a while. He stayed up there, didn't want to leave, and he kept being disruptive. So a wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. This is being crafty. It's actually spiritual. It's the reason why the Lord is making us do this. Okay? Again, the Lord didn't make us stop doing videos on the side and and still teach and edification. It's this particular thing. Now let me see. When I went in there, I said, because sometimes when you go on Google and type in something, a whole bunch of things can come up. So I said, can I go to jail for disrupting a religious service in Washington, D.C.? Because that's where we do the ministry at in D.C., right? We may come from Maryland, Virginia, all the other places, but we all come together to do the work in D.C. At least the D.C. brothers do, right? It says, yes, you can go to jail for disrupting a religious service in Washington, D.C. Disorderly conduct. Disrupting a religious service is considered disorderly conduct under D.C. law 22-1321. All right, disorderly conduct is a misdemeanor that can result in up to 90 days in jail, a fine of up to 500, or both. All right, and I actually clicked on that and got the actual law. All right, you go to it, it says right here, it gives the example of a custodial or non-custodial arrest, the difference. And then you go down to it, the Salakia, right here, disorderly conduct, disrupting gathering or congregation. All right. It is against the law for a person to use loud, threatening, or abusive language or to engage in disruptive conduct with the intent and effect of impeding or disrupting the orderly conduct of a lawful public gathering or of a congregation of people engaged in any religious service or in worship, or in worship, a funeral, or similar proceeding. And the purpose of me getting this doing this lesson too is to help show you how to easily find the laws. To say, hey, can I go to jail for disrupting yada yada in your respective state or wherever you are? You see, and see what comes up, because you type in certain things in Google, it may come up with a whole bunch of other stuff. So just being more direct. See, and we can have this right in our hand, right in our pocket, so to speak, and we know exactly. We've read the law, we know there's a law, and we can use it. Okay, it says when enforcing this law, you must have evidence to prove all the elements of the crime in order to issue a 61-D or make a custodial arrest. It says, is the individual utilizing language that is loud, threatening, or abusive, and that disrupts the lawful public or religious gatherings? Now, somebody could say, I'm not being loud, I'm not threatening. But then you go to the next one, it says, is the individual engaging in disruptive behavior that disrupts the lawful public or religious gathering? Does the individual have the intent to disrupt the lawful public or religious gathering? And it definitely does. Okay, and we have it on camera. We tell you, hey, leave, and you can still keep being a demon. All right, hey, subject to these laws then. If the person has the intent to disrupt, are his or her actions or behaviors actually causing a disruption? Okay, and this is the law on it for DC. Again, this is just to one for the DC Akim to reference the law for us to quickly have it, and to show other brothers how to find it, and to just keep in mind to obey the orders and obey the rule of them that's over us. That's all. Call Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone. Peace and shalom to the elect as always. Double shalom.